a nice little trapezoid. One possibly that looks like this. What is the definition of a trapezoid? The who?
It's a quadrilateral.
Just exactly one set of parallel sides. Let's say this is 10, and this is 6, and this is 7, and this is 6, and this is 5. Draw that little trapezoid on the paper there. I am going to do you a favor and just give you the formula for the area of a trapezoid. The area of a trapezoid equals 1/2 base sub 1 plus base sub 2 times the height. Write that down, children. I think you'll feel that you're much wiser today than when you started the day off.
Mr. Hahn, you are on this picture.
Okay, maybe I didn't take the picture. All that stuff you said about me taking.
And look, there you are. I said he's there, and he's not even going to have to Photoshop himself in. I was feeling bad that Mr. Hahn wasn't in this picture, but he's there.
But he is in the picture.
He is in the picture. I feel better now.
What color should we go with next? Red? Gary,
Yes, it is. Thank you. You sound like Mrs. Nolan.
Gary did.
We didn't.
All right, enough. Okay, here's the deal. First of all, notice that you see the B's and the H's. Anytime you see base and height when it refers to a shape, that means you got to look for the square corners. Okay, it's not side, length, width, or whatever here. Bases and the heights form square corners, which leads us to what is base sub 1 and base sub 2 are the two different bases. And the two different bases are the
John.
Can't happen. Not today.
Not again.
Not here. Not now.
Oh, I said.
Yours was the class where the whole thing stopped working. Do you think your eyes should flutter when you do this to your head? Because it sends off an infrared thing, and it feels like. John, go back there and just move my mouse around. It'll work, guaranteed. Just slide it. There you go. All right, that's good. That worked.
You'll have to do it from the
Computer.
back.
I think the thing's just turned off somehow.
No, it's a stylus
That's a
pad
good
thing.
point.
John's able to move around with the mouse. You can still draw it from the computer.
It's out.
You don't have to use the board. You can just like sit back.
Oh, Cheryl Nearmore remind me to give you extra credit.
Jackson
Did you step on it? Did Miss Lopez step on it?
Jackson
Day.
On accident.
Wait, are you walking up here?
No, I was getting my clicker and I accidentally tripped on it and I didn't see it fall.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, at least it's better.
Win!
Base 1 and base 2, put little arrows there, those are the two parallel sides. And it doesn't matter which one you call which one. Okay, and then the height is obviously, okay, the perpendicular line to the sides. Okay, so as you do this problem here, it's going to look like this. Area equals 1/2 base 1 plus base 2, 10 plus 6 times the height, which is this 5. You do not need the 6 and the 7. Okay, you need it if you want to find perimeter, but for area you're not going to use it. And then it's just a matter, you have to do the parenthesis first here, so it's 1/2 of 16 times 5. And now it doesn't matter the order you do it. You take half of 16 is 8. Did I do something wrong?
Yeah, it's supposed to be the 6 squared instead of 6, 6 to the second power.
It is not 6 to the second power. 6 to the second power means there's a little 2 up here. Subscripts are not same as exponents. The little numbers on the bottom just tell you that these are both bases, but they're 2 different bases. Base 1, base 2. Okay, subscripts are different than superscripts, which are superscripts are exponents, subscripts are not. So this thing is 40, let's just say it was inches squared. Okay, because you take half of 16 is 80 times 5 is 40. But this is the shape there. Now, I suppose you could have done it a different way. If you think about this, this is nothing more than a rectangle with 2 triangles stuck on the end of it. If you look at it, okay, the rectangle. If you cut it like this, the area of the rectangle would be 5 times 6. This little piece times this little piece, which would be 30. And then if you took the 2 triangles and slid them together, they would make one bigger triangle. What would be this base plus this base? If you had these 2 little short snippets together, how long would they be? Well, if you know this is 6 from here to here, the other 2 have to add up to give you 10, so the base would have to be 4. The height is still 5, because that's the right angle, and you're still going to cut it in half. So 20 cut in half is 10, so there you end up with the 40 that you get. But this formula here is probably the one that you should try your best to remember. Question, Brandon? Or did I answer it before you asked it?
No, it's an answer.
It's a who said?
I said I was going to answer the question and you said, let me put the 2 triangles.
Oh, perfect then. Let's do just one more, 'cause that's about as easy as it gets right there. Let's say this is your trapezoid, straight out of the book, which looks like a little glass. It gets filled with water and that. 8 feet, 6 feet, 2 feet. 8 feet, 2 feet, and dashed line 6 feet. Stick that in your little formula and see what you get for the area of that thing. Again, obviously, if you're doing this problem, Jack, you would write the trapezoid down, you'd write the formula down, you'd insert the numbers, do the calculations. Because we certainly don't want to be poets any longer, if we can help it. Hopefully you ended up with the same answer I did, yes, no?
Yes.
Alright, then we've had enough of this. Very good.